So obviously there's been a lot of trade rumors about Alex Debrincat, and I'm gonna be giving you guys my thoughts on who I think could be the best fit for Alex Debrincat. And we'll start with an article from 32 Thoughts, the podcast on Sportsnet, that Elliot Friedman noted on 32 Thoughts, the podcast, that there's the feeling that the Ottawa Senators are going to trade pending restricted free agent forward Alex Debrincat, and that the Detroit Red Wings and St. Louis Blues could be two of the teams interested. Now, I do agree with that too. Obviously, the St. Louis Blues and Detroit Red Wings would be perfect fits for Alex Debrincat. Um, Obviously, Detroit is still young. Um, they were they were in a wild card there near the end of the season for a while, so they're looking to get out of that rebuild in the next 1 to 2 seasons. They're almost there. Not Stanley Cup contenders, of course, but almost playoff contenders, I would say. And adding a guy like Alex DeBrincat to the lineup for Detroit would be a, a great star power forward that they need, because really in Detroit they don't have a star power player. I mean, you look at their star player forward, which is basically Dylan Larkin, and that's it. And then you have their young superstars with Moritz Seider and Lucas Raymond and Simon Evanson as well. Also, Marco Casper's expected to make the team this season. So you add Alex DeBrincat to a lineup with those guys, and I think he makes Detroit way better. And then for St. Louis, they got rid of a lot of their star power. They traded O'Reilly to the Leafs. Tarasenko went to the Rangers. And so now St. Louis is pretty young too. And adding a guy like Alex DeBrincat to St. Louis, who's the exact same age as Jordan Kyrou, and play alongside with Kyrou and Pavel Buchnevich with a young core there. As St. Louis said, they don't want to go full rebuild mode, but they do want to get good pieces to build up their team to be playoff contenders once again. So those are definitely two of the teams I agree that should be all over this. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of teams that are going to be all over this. Um, some other teams I would expect to be for the Brincat to be interested in also would be, I could see the two finals teams be interested because they were in the finals this year. And I could definitely see him fitting in well with Florida. Florida has a lot of good young talent there. And like I said before in my last video, they weren't expected to make the finals this year, but they just have that grit and star power, and DeBrincat fits that lineup perfectly. And then also for Vegas, I think Vegas will highly be on the teams of his interest because, for one, well, yes, they just did win the Stanley Cup. And two, a lot of players love going to Vegas. I mean, look at the free agency the last couple years and look at all the guys that signed with Vegas. Vegas is a big hockey market. Guys love going there, and they have a lot of great star talent there as well. So, teams I think would be perfect for him. Detroit, St. Louis, Florida, Vegas. Maybe even put two more in there with Minnesota and maybe Dallas too. I'm not too sure about Dallas, but for right now, I'd say Detroit, St. Louis, Florida, Vegas, and Minnesota. Those would be the teams I'd say. And it sounds like he has a lot of interest in the Red Wings too, because he's from the area, he's from Michigan, so, and obviously we know a lot of hometown guys usually like going to play for their hometown. Like right now, Andrew Kopp who's currently on the Red Wings, is from Michigan. Dylan Larkin, their captain, is from Michigan. So it'd be a nice homecoming for him. And obviously, as a Red Wings fan, I'd love to see Debrincat go to Detroit. I think he'd definitely help out our offense after we got rid of Tyler Bertuzzi as well. Wasn't really a big fan of that trade, but it is what it is. That's part of hockey. So, yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on where you think Debrincat will get traded to. Curious to see what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video.